I'm gonna go plant seeds in the garden, but my family, they're gonna be up here clearing out some of this ragweed. The ragweed grows up real tall and then leaves a mess of these dried bamboo looking stalks. We'll come back later and check out what kind of progress they've made up here. Hey Jack Jack. Before we get to planting seeds, we're gonna sift some compost. I'm going to use the compost and some seed starting mix, mix it together, get it moist, and I'm going to put it in some of the trays that I already have, and then we're also going to be using some plastic cups. I'm going to start with about a fit. Wonder if they see a hawk. I'm going to start with about a 50-50 mix of the compost. I'm going to add a little water. A lot of those seed starting mixes are water rebellious. There's actually a different word for it, but I can't think of it right now. Where it actually repels water. So you have to get it moist before you start putting it in the seed containers, or else you may never actually get a nice mix for your seeds. But this is soaking in a little bit. But you can still see underneath, it's still really dry. We want to get that water and the seed mix and the compost a really nice consistency. No dry spots, no dry pockets. That's pretty good. I'm going to start with some kohlrabi, and I don't have any of the small seed packs, so we're going to use this larger one. It's a recycled flower pack. We're just going to pack it with our seed mix here. My cold frame makes a nice little tabletop too, huh? And I'm not mashing it in real tight, but I am compacting it just a little bit. I really enjoyed growing the kohlrabi last season, or the season before, whenever that was. Harvesting the kohlrabi to put in my stir fries and different things was just a wonderful new experience for me. The leaves are kind of like a thick lettuce, actually a thick cabbage, and the base of it is kind of a cabbage flavored apple almost. I mean, it's a really fun plant. Some of them were direct sown, which means you just put it directly into the garden bed. And some of them worked, some of them didn't. But this time we're going to try it here in these pots so we can transplant them into the garden. So I'm just going to take two, oh my fingers are wet. Alright, I'm going to take 2 to 3 seeds per little pocket here. I think I'll do 3. And I'm just kind of dropping them in because we're going to do something else here in a minute. Some of these might get 4. After I get those seeds dropped in, I like to take a little bit of this dry compost and just put it right over the top. It's not completely dry, it's got a little moisture in it. But that way I can just lightly cover them without pushing the seeds into the soil. They're going to be, you know, 1/8 of an inch to maybe at most 1/4 inch under some compost. And these will be the first to go into our cold frame experiment. And I'll put them right down here inside this tray. I have quite a collection of seeds here from different sources. These were purchased obviously at a store. Some of these I bought from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. Some of them were given to me. A lot of these were seeds that I saved that came from peppers that were given to me by Dave Schramm. He has a hot pepper channel, and also some of them were given to me by Brando Toe, who also has a hot pepper channel, but he was very kind to give me sweet peppers because he knew that probably most of us didn't want the super hots. So I have sweet peppers from Brando Toe and hot peppers from Dave Schramm, and some of my own peri peri peppers and tomatoes from different sources. So we're just going to get a collection of them started here. These are white cucumbers from a viewer, a friend, and gave me a nice collection of seeds. I have greatly appreciated the seed gifts that I've received, but now I just have so many that I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to get them used and I'm going to waste your gift. So share those with family and friends around you. We're going to work on getting these white cucumbers planted, so we're going to do it the same way pretty much as we did the kohlrabi. The sender of these seeds said that these white cucumbers, man, I got to learn to do this without wet fingers. The sender of these seeds said that the white cucumbers had a really nice flavor. They like to climb like a lot of cucumbers, and that I should space them away from other cucumbers because they don't mix well. When they cross-pollinate, they don't create good hybrids, nice hybrids. These are going to be, I made those pockets a little deeper, so these seeds are going to be slightly deeper than the kohlrabi seeds. So one of the things that I need to do, that I need to learn to do, is to label my seeds and my plants better so that I remember what they are at a later date. For Christmas, someone gave me these slate stakes with a piece of chalk. So I'm going to use one of these for the kohlrabi and one also for the white cucumbers. Judging by that packet, this is probably last Christmas, over a year ago. So we're just gonna write on here, kohlrabi. Kind of hard to write. See if I can read that later in the year. You can help me read it maybe. White cuke. Now we're gonna start a few peppers and tomatoes, and I wanna do those in individual cups rather than the seed trays that had 12 pockets, because I want to be able to label them individually. We're going to be drilling these plastic cups and planting in these. I'm sure you've seen this trick before. I'm not the first one to do it. But you take a stack of cups and a drill and turn them upside down, all stacked together. And now I have a cup, actually a stack of cups, that has a hole right down through the middle. I don't need these to be draining really well, I just need them to drain. So I think one little hole will be enough. Tomato Nineveh seeds. It says best for cooking. And these are going to be TOM for tomato, Nineveh. Maybe I'll read that later too, I don't know. And these will be placed right down here in the tray so that they can get watered from the bottom. As I water, I'll add water to the tray and they'll soak up through the cup. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Amish paste. This packet of seeds from Brando Toe has, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 different types of sweet peppers. So we're going to get several of these, each variety planted in these cups. It's really cool how they're all on this little paper too. These cute little envelopes. And I'm going to do 3 cups, 2 seeds each. And I'll do the same thing for each of these other varieties. And there's my sweet peppers all labeled and planted. Now I get to put them into the cold frame. I'll be doing the lemon drop, pumpkin habanero, white peach, white devil's tongue, Belize habanero, sweet apple, Aji pineapple, sugar rush peach, and my very own peri-peris. And they will all be labeled with an HP, meaning hot pepper, and then the variety name. Hey Liam, do you want to help me plant peppers? Yeah? Well, I have some peppers here that I need to plant.
Oh.
You can help me do it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, well let me show you how.
Okay.